Hey guys, welcome back. Guess who has been doing a lot of work recently? That'd be me. I've finished the water level on the lava pit, so it is pretty much complete up here. However, this area is still looking very unfinished, very ugly. So I've dug it out a little bit, just so it's not so even and flat. Um, but it still needs a lot more work. I'm going to have some lava streams coming down, so it looks really cool. And the floor, fortunately, I wanted to put in some nether wart bricks, and we now have nether wart. So just the other day, Matt organized a special boss raid in the nether. So we went to the fortress, battled an immunity boss, and that unlocked the fortress for us. So we can now actually um, get nether wart and farm it. And so I've got a bunch here, so we can now make nether wart blocks. I've started on a cool little stairway, still very rough, but this is the beginnings of our grand entrance, which is going to look amazing, hopefully. And yeah, so we're going to cover this floor with nether wart brick, which I've never used before. I might actually have to check it out in creative to make sure it does look good. That's probably a good idea, but I think it'll look nice. And with the lava effect coming down, and in here, this is still not even half the size that it's going to be in the end. So it's got a lot more digging out to do. I've just got it this size so I can actually do some work in here and do some other things at the same time. So yeah, farming up some more nether wart before I start on the bricks up top. But yeah, so work in progress, but it's coming along well. I reckon I'll have some lava in here as well, just down the walls, maybe even some on the floor. So we'll have to watch out where we're walking, but I think that spices things up a little bit. Yeah, we've already got some lava here for safekeeping, and I haven't fallen in that one yet. So here's to hoping that I don't die from my own lava pits. Okay, so in other news, I figured that dragons would need some food to survive, and what I thought we'd do is breed some sheep. But I also wanted to start doing some redstone because I've never done much redstone in Minecraft at all, and it always looked so interesting and fun. So here we go. I have my first little redstone contraption, which is pretty much a mumbo jumbo design, uh, like somewhat modified. The redstone under here is like my design because it's so simple. It's just a button that turns on some droppers filled with water, which makes it very, very easy to feed these sheep and breed them, or you can shear them if you want. But basically, it's very, very hard when they're cramped in here like this to actually shear them or feed them. They're on top of each other, and it takes ages. So got them like that, and then the baby sheep come out under here. Oh, if they actually get interested in the, there we go, wheat, and they drop down there. There they go. Yep, that must be all of them. So once they go down there, I'll drop down as well. And that's pretty much dropping them down into a slaughter area. So once they grow up, they live a nice, happy little life under here in a tiny little fenced-in area. Here's some I prepared earlier. They haven't grown up yet. But yeah, basically they drop down in here and they grow up, and you can just slaughter them nice and easily from here. But that's a bit too manual for me. I figured I don't want to be doing that for ages, just to get some wool and some meat. So I wanted to make a little bit more automated. So if we don't look that way, because that's a bit of a surprise, we'll go back upstairs. So that was my first attempt, and it is pretty good. It does produce a lot of sheep, albeit you do have to do a bit of manual work to feed them and then go and slaughter them. So instead, here is my second attempt, which is a semi-automated way in which the sheep are going around and around in this circle. So they just get pushed along, and you sit in here. So this is our AFK spot, and you sit here and you simply feed them, like so. So you can set your use key to be a key on your keyboard and just sit here AFK overnight or whatever, and here we've got a little redstone clock. So you turn that on, you can see it's ticking, and the dropper is throwing wheat. So you can sit here and all night long you just get fed wheat. And if you get full of wheat, this dropper picks them up and it just cycles through and through repeatedly like that. So pretty cool. And I've got like a bunch of hoppers just so I can fill them up with wheat for a long night. So it actually produces a lot of sheep. So this is a really good way of breeding them. I'll link in the description the design, which was by Zoomovoid. It's quite a nice design. I really like it. It's very simple, which I need because I haven't done any redstone. But I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of things and starting to figure out how to do this redstone stuff. But just wait until you see this next part, because it is, oh, they've grown. Because it is my design, and it is, I don't know why that's dead already. This monstrosity is my design, so that is why it is a lot bigger, and it also is why it doesn't really work very well. So you can see here that there are a bunch of pistons pushing out some blocks, and the sheep that are not grown are just sitting there. So above here is where I was just feeding them. They drop down here onto this water flow. The water flow pushes them over the edge here. They don't take any damage from 3 block drop. As soon as they get to here, generally they will drop down 2 because they're not very smart. But then once they're grown, they will actually be 1.5 blocks tall. So this block will push them down here, that will push them down to there, and at the bottom there, they'll be pushed off the edge into this long drop where there's hoppers at the bottom, and they'll just collect. Oh, that is perfect timing. Look at that. There goes the sheep. And another one. Ah, I couldn't have timed that better. Awesome. So the problem with this is that baby sheep are exceedingly dumb. I swear they're much more dumb than normal sheep, like fully grown sheep, because as soon as there's more than 2 or 3 on the single row of blocks, they'll just start running along back and forth, and they'll push each other off. Doesn't matter how far of a drop it is, they'll just push each other off, and so they push each other to the death, basically. And so I sat there up here last night, all night. I think I fed the machine maybe 15 15 stacks of 64 wheat. And this is all the wool and raw mutton that I got. 41 raw mutton, 27 wool, which is exceedingly small for that amount of wheat. And I think that is because all the baby sheep basically just pushing each other off and dying. So when baby sheep die, you don't get anything. You don't get any wool, you don't get any mutton. Which is very disappointing for me, because I thought this design was going to be pretty decent. And it is my first attempt at redstone, so please don't be too judgmental in your comments. But yeah, I'll quickly explain what's happening here. So we've got a clock here, which if you just Google redstone clocks, you'll see this one is a fader clock. I'm not sure if you can see in the video. This redstone is gradually fading and fading. Once it reaches a certain level, the next pulse will come through. Oh, pardon me. And we'll send the signal all the way through to all the pistons. The top piston is just a normal sticky piston attached to 4 blocks because there's glass above it. The next 2 sets of pistons, however, are actually a single piston attached to 4 slime blocks. And the reason for this is because when I did my original testing, the sheep would fall down here, and when the pistons opened, they'd actually fall down into the gap that's produced between the wooden part and the solid part of the piston. So they'd fall into there and glitch out, and they'd often be pushed into here, outside of the grinder, and sometimes they'd just do weird things. They'd start taking damage and randomly die in here. So all sorts of crazy things were going on. And even myself, when I jumped in there, I was getting pushed and pulled around. It was, yeah, a little bit of craziness going. So to combat that, I had to add in the slime blocks, which will act like a sticky piston, basically. They'll attach to other blocks. And as long as there's less than 12 blocks being pushed out, a single piston is enough. So that's why I've got a single piston down there, just to save on resources. And the furnaces are there because they will not get attached to slime blocks, while most natural blocks will be. So if I had actually that as glass, or I had it as just stone or whatever, the slime blocks would try and attach to them when they were extended, so that they'd extend out to here, and it'd try and pull that block back, and so it just wouldn't work because there's a maximum block number, and also we don't want to move that block. So I had to make them blocks that weren't movable. I'm not sure which blocks are actually movable with slime blocks, but I think if you just Google that, there's a list of them that will be moved and won't be moved. But I wouldn't know that off the top of my head. I just got the first one that I could see that was cheap and used that. So yeah, very, very simple, very basic, but I had a lot of fun making it. And I guess now I've got to spend a bit more time thinking up a way of improving it so that not so many sheep are pushing themselves to death, which is a bit frustrating. But I did really enjoy making this. As I said, probably one of my, would be the first proper redstone build I've done. So it was a lot of fun, and hopefully I'm going to be doing a lot more of these in the future as I learn more about redstone. Yeah, an update on who is brave and who's not in the server. I tried to get Dodozer and Mystical Goddess, aka MG, to come out and jump in my lava pit without telling them how I designed it. I just told them, hey, there's some lava that you can escape from, and you got to try and escape it, and neither of them would do it. They were too chicken, so they wouldn't come over no matter what I said. So officially, they are the scaredy cats of the server, and as you can see from the deaths, MG is definitely, she's definitely a cautious one. And Dozer, I think, is moderately low on the deaths as well, but I could be wrong there. But some people who did come out, Tricky actually came onto the server just to check it out, and he jumped in, still 0 deaths, so obviously he survived the fall. So Tricky, well done. Your trust is much appreciated. And also Will from Finland, he came around later and jumped in just to check it out, and he thought it was quite cool. So those guys, Tricky and Will, they are the adventurers of the server, while Dozer and MG, I think you guys, you got to step up, start having some fun, start taking some risks, especially you, MG. 2 deaths, what are you doing? You got to live a little. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I am going to show some highlights from the Nether raid, where I got these bad boys from. I unfortunately was having some troubles with my recording software, so you can't hear me at all, basically. But the amount of noise and craziness going on, I think more than made up for my silence. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!
Yeah, who's gonna fall in lava first?
Oh shit, oh shit.
Raise your hand.
Don't you mean oh snap?
Oh, there we go.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Nice job, Sully.
What's up?
I'm so scared right now.
Oh shit, don't shoot a pigman.
Would anyone be mad if I punched a pigman right now?
Punch it and log out.
Yeah.
So freaking terrified.
Who did it?
No, it's that Ghast.
Oh, okay. Thought somebody hit a pigman.
Dibs on the tier. Nope, didn't drop.
All right,
yeah, dude. Less about a second.
Are we all here?
I guess I'm gonna have to try it.
Clear out this.
Can I have some blocks? I almost died.
Here.
Someone help me, please.
Where are you?
Yeah, where are you?
Alright, there's a hole with a single
a hole.
block, and then there's
There's a
lava
hole.
underneath it.
There's a hole in the bottom.
But this
of
one
the
with the dirt block?
That's just a single hole.
Ace?
All the single holies.
Of all the places to go, you fell in the hole.
This
Where
is
are you?
terrifying.
Where are you?
Where
What
are
the
you?
coordinates?
My coordinates are
You
they
like
are
wander away.
166
La, la, la.
by 8.
What?
Be careful.
166.
Oh, I see her. Ace, why'd you go down there?
Anybody got
I-
food?
I was
Oh
looking
my
at the
God.
glass, I turned around.
What's the deal
and
with
I
you
fell
falling into
down
holes
here.
recently?
Oh god.
Someone just
Awesome.
blew me to lava.
That is Peace, only you.
You're so
I
lucky.
got so scared. Thanks, guys.
Infinity clear.
Alright, that'll be 10 gold.
Thank you. I'll give you some netherrack. Oh.
Oh, you shouldn't
Oh,
have.
I don't
thank
think
you.
that's the same thing.
Don't hit the pigment.
Is he
I'm
the
always
boss?
scared.
Oh,
Oh, someone hit
pigment
him.
hit.
Someone hit him.
Pigment
Oh,
hit.
good, perfect.
You guys made bad choices.
Oh my god, who
Oh,
was the
it wasn't me.
Oh!
It's whoever's being
They're-
chased after.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
Oh,
Right,
he's
right,
got,
right.
he got the iron.
Oh,
the
and I'm frozen.
diamond chest.
Oh,
Oh, this
shit.
is bad, guys.
Oh shit.
This is
they're
a
coming.
good-
Oh
There's a
my
skeleton here.
god.
Oh god.
I'm hiding in the corner like a little.
This isn't
I'm
chaos
not
or
touching
anything.
those. I'm sorry.
Someone
I'm not touching
contact
it.
We haven't
Webster.
even
We
made
have
it
the new
to
definition
the
for a shit
raid
show.
And there's a ghast
Lord.
again.
I hear it.
You and
This
I.
is like a stop motion
Alright,
film
so
for me right
anyone
now.
who's not
Stand
dead,
together.
we're
Yeah, me
continuing our
too.
journey.
Hey, what the hell?
You
Why is
gotta
he
get that
attacking me
chest
now?
plate.
Oh my god.
Whoa, why am I being attacked now? That's not cool.
I'm safe. I'm safe.
Safety lasted about like
Oh
5
my.
seconds. Jesus.
Oh shit, come
Oh,
on, man. Somebody pick up my stuff, please. That's
Oh
really
my
shitty. Why did I get
God.
There is a
attacked?
pigman wearing full iron.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Tricky.
Oh god.
MG, why?
You
Why
walked
did-
in front of me.
I was standing still.
Alright, so
I
I'm
was
just gonna
t-
continue
oh, well.
on my way.
I am lagging.
Oh,
Who's the strategy?
Oh god.
Did somebody pick up my stuff?
Oh no.
Oh god. Not one of these. I
I'll
had to
try
put
not
off
to
the
bridge,
bridge.
guys.
Oh, they found their way across. Here they come.
Bring it out here. Bring it out here. Bring it out here.
We're
Uh,
perfectly fine back here. They're not mad at us.
This was gonna be
I'm
hard
sorry.
enough. without
Whoever I
taking
shot, I'm so
This
sorry.
bridge isn't safe, is it?
Behind you, PC.
that bridge is not safe.
I didn't. You could fall off. It seems.
Oh shit.
Well,
He's
just run.
spawning everything, isn't he?
Bring
Oh!
the
got a
skeleton
gold
king
ingot.
out the back. Bring the skeleton king out the back.
If you hit the skeleton king,
Oh, he's gone. He gone.
they spawn more
You
skeletons.
kicked him off?
Hey, this is
Uh,
my
Alright,
friend.
everyone,
I
everyone,
think he
clear
fell
the
in the
area
lava.
here. Clear the area here
I
because
see him
there's
down
actually a quest item here.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh crap!
Somebody
I'm
talking.
Oh, okay.
I thought he said I'll crush your foot.
Oh, look out.
Crush your
Corn
foot.
fizzled here.
Oh, there's so many pigmen.
It's a toilet.
Whoops.
Did he spawn back? Oh,
Yes,
Yeah, I'm gonna
he
have-
spawned back.
Ow.
There's another one.
That did me a
He's
hurt.
almost dead, boy. Oh, no, he's not. Just kidding. That's the other guy.
Ow.
Sorry. Sorry.
Apparently no one's allowed to challenge.
Someone just angered the pigment again. Oh.
There's just a bunch
Sorry.
of blazes over here.
I'm hitting everybody I'm not supposed to freaking hit.
Right? I'm so confused. I'm not.
Going down.
Like I'm doing
Oh, he's
Done.
dead.
He's done.
He's
Here
dead.
come the pigmen.
Can't, I can't hit
References.
it.
Here come the pigmen.
I got the final kill. I just want to say that.
Don't dig up that spawner
I
pad.
didn't
Don't
even
dig it
see
up.
it.
Hey, the good thing about
No one
having all these pigments, we get some free gold.
PC, you petrified me. Oh, why?
Someone remind me who the idiot was that killed the pigman.
Who set me on fire?
I believe it was me.
That would probably
Why
be
am
me.
I on
Sorry.
fire?
Oh my god, man.
Damn.
In the hole.
Alright, didn't we
Oh,
go?
Too many
shit.
people in the hole.
Oh
There are
gosh.
too
I
many
shot-
people.
Oh, I hear it.
Oh, okay.
Watch it, Sully.
Ow.
I saw that. Who was
Blaze.
that?
One at a
Oh,
time
bless
down the
your
ladder.
heart.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
hey,
place
there's
is
loot in
cool.
this chest
Dies.
too. Do we
Oh,
grab
I,
this? Or
okay.
no, that's
tricky.
someone's stuff.
I
Oh, did the
got
boss
pushed
get
back up
kicked out?
the
That
ladder
was so
into you.
weird.
There's no boss in the boss arena?
No, there is a boss. He's over here. He's over the back.
Can we take this nether wart?
He's in the back corner.
Yeah, we need
Oh yeah,
nether
after.
wart.
Ow!
Oh,
He has a
oh,
gravitational
Ow,
pull.
ow, what?
I want
Ow.
just one nether wart, please.
That's all I took too.
Oh
I got
shit.
shit.
Oh shit. Oh
Oh my
shit.
gosh.
Which
Come
one
on,
of these
come
guys?
on.
is
Fun
it?
fact,
Oh no.
pieces
boss is
hoe
here.
work on the nether wart.
People aren't learning their lessons. He kind of says that. Oh, did you guys hit him out? Oh no, he's
He
still
does
in.
a lot of damage. Holy crap.
Who is
Yeah,
he?
I just got taken out big
I
time.
went down to like
Ooh.
3 hearts.
I'm
Where'd
just
you guys
healing.
go?
Ow!
My
What the
name
hell?
is Luca.
Ow!
Just shoot him from far. Shoot him.
Dude, he's like pulling me into it.
If you get
Yeah,
too
shoot him
close.
from
Long
far
ago.
away.
What
my
kind
gosh.
of mob
There's
is
too
this?
many people.
Oh
I'm
my
afraid
God.
I'll hit them.
Oh my
Leg
god.
spikes.
Ow.
Let me
Stop.
out.
Ah,
Oh,
so
the leg
low.
spikes.
No, no, no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what
Someone
I'm afraid of.
Wow.
killed me.
I should have took
I'm actually watching this because this is hilarious.
I'm just gonna stand back
Oh, no,
and
he-
watch.
You guys
Oh
gotta
my
like
God.
move
Get me out
away
here.
from the dude.